She stopped the fucking car and she starts freaking out, talking about, I think he's coming to pull me over. I think he's coming to pull me over. And we all just freaking out because we know who the he is, but we just trying to figure out what the fuck you talking about, bitch. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cece, and pretty much what I do on my channel is story times, vlogs, advice. Pretty much, if you want to see my content, just go look. But anyway, so in today's video, I am going to be talking about the time where my friend, yeah, I have a lot of friends, y'all. When my friend left me, well, almost tried to leave me stranded. There was another time where I was left stranded, and I'm going to make a story time about that. But this one is the time I almost got left stranded. So I have notes on my phone because you already know this is going to be a long story time. So with that being said, it's not going to be one full video. It's going to be, I think it's gonna be probably a two-part. I'm not gonna make 3 parts. That's just OD. So it's gonna be a 2-part story time because shit get real, y'all. Shit get crazy. It's just like, I should have never went. I should have trusted my gut and I should have just stayed home. But that's what I get for not listening to my gut. And now I'm starting to listen to my gut because every time I don't listen to my gut, I always almost get left somewhere. Like, why? Like I said, it's going to be a story time about how I got left stranded. And yeah, we finna get into it, y'all. We finna get into it. Okay, let me turn my notifications off. So how I start off my story times, I start off with telling like a background story of how I met everyone, and we're going to give these people names because I'm not finna be saying their real name. So I'm gonna start the story with the person I first met. Like, this is my bitch. Like, if you seeing this, you my bitch, and you know you my bitch. But anyway, we're gonna name this person Tay. Tay, he is a little fruity. I mean, we're gonna have 2 fruities, but we love the fruities over here. So if you don't like fruities, you're gonna have to, because what? Anyway, so how I met Tay was, me and my friend was at the pool one day, and Tay vibe was just like, y'all already know, if y'all have a gay friend, y'all already know like the vibe. He was giving that bitch, and I was just like, I'm gonna be that bitch with you. We just gonna be 2 bad bitches together. So I had asked him for his number or whatever, and that's how we started talking. That's how me and him met. So basically everybody else that is in this story time, I met through Tay. So the next person we're gonna introduce is who I met after Tay. I'm gonna go in order. Okay, so we're gonna add Kia. Okay, so Kia, I met Kia through Tay, but I don't really remember how I met Kia. Like, I don't know what situation we was going on, like what was going on. So we invited Kia or whatever. So we got Tay and Kia now. So after Kia will be Koala. So how I met Koala, obviously I met Koala through Tay. So Tay was having some party at his house, but it was Koala's party. So when we went there, that's how I was able to meet Koala. So that's how we met Koala. But y'all, Koala's gonna have, okay, this is Koala's story time, by the way, but Koala's gonna have another story time because this bitch is wild. Like, be for real, you're wild. But anyway, so after Koala, we're going to add Jordan. Jordan is also a little fruity. You already know we like the fruities. I said that already. How I met Jordan, I wouldn't say I met Jordan through Tay. I would say I more so met Jordan at a house party, and he was really fucked up. Like, he was drunk, and I was kind of tipsy. I was kind of drunk too, and you already know, like, his vibe, his energy. He had came up to me. He was like something about how I'm pretty, and I'm like, you pretty too, bitch. What you talking about? We could be friends. And that's how we all connected. But like I said, majority of the people that we hung around was around Tay. So we all was a little group, I would say. I I mean, when you think of it like that, you could call it a group. We was a group. I'm not even finna fucking lie. We was a fucking group because I have another story time that I'm going to tell about this little group. In the group, I wouldn't say that I wasn't really in the group for real. Like, when it came to hanging out, I would more so hang out with Tay for real because, like I said, I met Tay first and my personality more fitted with Tay than with anybody else, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I feel like when you have friend groups, it shouldn't be like y'all should hang out 24/7 because, like I said, I don't really like friend groups because I feel like when y'all not together, they talk about you. Like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like, and then when it comes down to it, other people have stronger connections than others, and it's just like, that's when the fake shit start coming in, and I ain't got time. Like, I done had too much incidents with friend groups that make me stay away. I'd rather have an individual friend than have a friend group. So we have our 5 people. Wait, no, hold on, wait. It's not even 5, bitch. Okay, so we got Tay, we got Kia, we got Koala, we got Jordan, and Sunny is also in this story time, but she's not really a big factor because she didn't go on a trip with us. So pretty much, we were supposed to be going on a trip to Albany. The reason why we was going on this trip was because Koala's birthday was last week, and because her friends wasn't able to go on the trip that she wanted us to go on, she decided to plan a trip to her hometown. So Koala's birthday was the week before this week, so so she had invited me to go to North Carolina with her, and because I was a broke bitch and I was just like, I don't want to go nowhere without money, because even though she kept telling me like she was gonna spot me, like she had me, that's not me. Like, I don't want to go nowhere where I don't have my own money, and if anything come down to it, I can't just leave. Like, I'd rather know that I have me than to know that I have to depend on somebody else to have me. So it was just like, it wasn't given. I was told her I wasn't going because, like I said, I'm not going nowhere without no money in my pocket. So she understood what I was saying, because like, she's a female too. Like, why would you go somewhere and have to depend on your friend? What if you want to do something that your friend don't want to do? So she understood, and this week I told her, okay, so what happened was when I declined the offer, I was like, if you have another event, I will come, and hopefully I will have money, because like I was telling her, our refund hit next weekend. Like, I wasn't understanding. Like, I was like, our refund hit next weekend. Like, I understand you want to do shit for your birthday, but if all your friends got money next weekend, I understood, but because I would have did the same shit too. I was just telling her, like, our refund hit next weekend, I have money then. If you still having an event, you can invite me, like, I'll go. So that's what happened. Like, she texted me on Snapchat. She had posted a picture, and she was just like, she was having something for our friends, and she tagged all her friends that she wanted to go. So I had commented, because you know, when somebody posts something on Snapchat and they tag you, you already know Snapchat sends it to you like right away. So I saw it and I opened it and I was like, yeah, I'll go. I have money now. Like, what's the excuse now, bitch? Like, I want to go. I also told her the reason why I want to go is because I told you I wanted to go celebrate your birthday, and then I never been to Albany before. It's like, I want to go experience it. Like, I'm in Georgia, why not? Like, if we could go, why not? And if I got the money, why not? So I was just telling her, like, it's gonna be a new scenery. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna have fun for your birthday, and we're gonna make it lit. You the birthday bitch. Like, we're gonna be lit. So it was the weekend. So we left Friday through. We went from Friday to Sunday, I think. And the people that was supposed to be going it was originally supposed to be me, Jordan, Tay, and Koala. So the reason why it was just us was because when I asked about Kia, like I said, everybody else had a stronger connection besides me and Tay, because like I said, the only person that I hung out with was Tay. So when I asked about Kia, because Koala and Kia was like best friends, like they was close, like they used to go out every weekend, they used to party, they used to drink, they used to turn up, they used to be back and forth to Savannah. I'm just talking about every weekend. Like, they was always together, and during the weekdays they would be together too, but they would be on their school shit, you know, like college bitches should be, like boss bitches as that. I had asked her about like, why isn't Kia going. She was like, she had invited Kia, but Kia couldn't come because she had a family emergency. So she was like, she's going to be in a different state, so she's not going to be able to come at all. So I was just like, okay, that's cool, I'll go. Even though, okay, so they made me want to go even more because, like I said, she don't have nobody to go with. I done already told her I was going to go. Like, now you can't back out, bitch. Like, now you in there for real, for real. And then Tay and Jordan, even though they had a strong connection with Koala as well, it was just like they're guys. Like, you already know when we go out to party, it's not finna be dancing with no guy, even though we will like dance, but like not dance. You already know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not gonna hit right with a guy, whereas it will with a girl. So I'm not even saying, I'm saying, man, I sounded like, okay, y'all just know we dance, okay? Like, we dance, we feel comfortable. We feel more comfortable with a girl than we feel with a guy, okay? That's what I was just saying. Koala basically said that she wanted to go on a trip with me, so I said I was going to go. It was supposed to be me, Jordan, Tay, Kia. I mean, not Kia. Me and Jordan, Tay, and Koala. Kia's not in the picture right now. Kia's going to come later on. So just remember, she said that Kia was not going to go because she had a family emergency. And this is why I look at friends differently, because I feel like friends should be supportive and not, like, I feel like in this situation Koala was selfish based off of what Kia told me. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. I was gonna tell y'all what she told me, but I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. We made a group chat. And before we made this group chat, Koala had told me, like, because she's getting paid again, she's getting her refund, she's getting her check, and she's getting paid, she's going to pay for the whole trip. So I was just like, I don't feel comfortable doing that, because like I said, it is your birthday trip, and I don't feel like you should be paying for in full your birthday trip. Like, because she was telling me like the price is gonna be around $800, and I'm just like, we could just go half on that, baby girl. Like, you could make it easier on yourself. And I didn't know if she ran this by everybody else, but this is what she told me. So I was just like, okay, well, I don't really feel comfortable with you paying for everything with your birthday trip. Like, and she was just like, no, she got it. And I was like, okay, I could give you gas because you are taking me to and from. And she was like, no, she got it. Like, just chill, CC, I got it. So I was just like, okay, cool, if you got it, I'm still not gonna take your word for it, but you got it. I hear you, you got it. As time went on, like I said, we made a group chat. In the beginning, it was just me, Jordan, Tay, and Koala. Like I said, I don't know if I said this before. I said like I said it. But anyway, I don't know if I said this before. Tay stayed, like, okay, so when we all met, we met in the college town that I live in. But Tay is originally, I don't know if he's from Albany, but he used to stay in Albany, and that's how him and Koala originally met, because I think they used to go to school together. I don't really remember their backstory, but I just know that Koala and Tay used to live together, like, in the same city in Albany. That's all I know. So he was already down there. So in the car, it was supposed to just be me, Koala, and Jordan at this time. Sunny was not going on the trip, but Sunny was going to be in the car because Sunny was going to get dropped off at her friend's house. So, and I asked Koala about Sunny because, like I said, okay, so the reason why Sunny really was going, let's be fucking for real here. The reason why Sunny was really going was because the city that Jordan was getting picked up in, because Jordan does not, at this time, Jordan did not live in the same city that we all was living in. So Jordan had went back home, which is the same city that Sunny was going to be going to, which is the city that her friend lived in. So I was just like, okay, it makes more sense, because I don't want Sunny to be in, like, oh shit, I almost said the fucking city. I don't want Sunny to be in the city by herself because I'm not here. Like, she don't got nobody up here type shit. So I was just like, it makes sense for you to go to your friend. Like, if you want to go to your friend, go to your friend. So I asked Koala, I was like, hey Koala, it makes sense if you dropped Sunny off too, like, but I was telling her, like, I was asking her, I wasn't like telling her, like, bitch, you gonna do this. I was just like, is it possible you could drop Sunny off, because the same city that Sunny's going to be going to is the same city that you're going to be picking up Jordan from. And she was just like, yeah, that's cool. Like, if it's the same city, then yeah, if you're going to be stopping there, it makes sense. And I was like, okay, cool, thank you. And I had even offered her in the car with Sunny when we was going there, like, offered her in the car and all. I was like, I could pay you for Sunny, because like I said, you said the trip was for us. Sunny ain't a part of the trip. Sunny going somewhere else, so I'll give you gas money for Sunny. She was just like, no, I told you I had it. And I was just like, okay, girl, you got it. Okay. Okay, you got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it. There you go. Oh my gosh, I'm funny. We're back to the group chat now. So we just made a group chat. We texted hey, we texted what's up. It was just like, hey y'all, like, we in this bitch, like, we going on a trip. And I'm rocking shit. Little funny. But anyway, now this song is stuck in my head for real, bruh. I should have never did that. So we made a group chat. We just in there saying, hey y'all, what's up? And gang. Like, so after a while, Kia joins the group chat. I don't have no problem with Kia coming, because like I said, I was vouching for Kia to come. Like, I was like, where Kia? Kia need to be in this bitch. So so anyway, I saw Kia, like, and I'm just confused at this point, because it was just like, you told me Kia wasn't going, and now Kia's in the group chat, so bitch, that means you're going. But anyway, she added Kia, and at this time I didn't know why, but Kia later told me when Koala spazzed out on the trip, but y'all gonna find out about it. Anyway, okay, so when Kia got added to the group chat, that's when we started talking for real. So, well, that's when they started talking for real, because I wasn't able to talk in the group chat for real, because, like, for one, I don't like texting. For two, group chats, they was texting too much, like, at one time. And then I don't be on my phone all the time, so I come back and I see 50 messages, and then you text them paragraphs. Oh yeah, I'm not reading that shit. So majority of the time they was texting, I was busy. So like I said, I would come back to my phone and that bitch would be blown up, and I'm just like, I ain't reading that. So I will communicate with Koala, because like I said, it's Koala's trip, so she know everything that's going on type shit, because like I said, you're the planner, it's your trip, it's your birthday trip, so you should know everything that's going on in your fucking trip. So what happened was, they would text, and in the group chat we was just talking about how, like, where we gonna sleeping arrangements, and it had came down to the fact that Koala said that she wanted to get a hotel. At this point, I was fine with getting a hotel, because like I said, I don't know the city I'm going to, and I was a bit skeptical at first, because Albany is one of the major cities for sex trafficking, and like I said, I've never been there before. And then I'm going with people, even though I'm going with people that, like, let's be fucking for real here, the only person I was really connected with, or really had a fucking strong ass bond with, was fucking Tay. And I was going because we was all friends, but my strongest relationship was with Tay. So if anything, I felt more comfortable around Tay than them. Let's be for real here, I'm not even gonna lie. And if Sunny was going, I feel like none of this shit would have happened. Like, I feel like that shit would have been dead. Okay, so when Koala brought up the hotel, we had all suggested splitting it, because everybody was just like, we all getting paid, like, it's fine, we could all split it. And Koala was just like, oh no baby, we is not splitting it, I told y'all I got it. And I was just like, okay, I wish I had screenshots of her saying that she had it, bruh. But yeah, she kept saying that shit. She said, yeah, I got it y'all, but turns out you didn't have it, y'all. We didn't have it. Like, be fucking for real here. As we got closer to the date of the trip, like the weekend, I think it was like either Wednesday, or I'm not gonna say Thursday. I feel like it was closer. I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. She had texted the group chat and she had said this. She said, hey, will everybody be able to send me $35 towards the room? It came out to $200 and my check wasn't that much like I expected it to be. So I won't be able to pay the whole thing by myself. Okay, so I was willing to pay but like I said, when they used to text, I never was around my phone. I was busy. I mean, I'm a busy student. Like, I'm a college student. Let's be fucking for real here. So this was like around the time when school had just started back. So you already know we got tests, we got everything. Like, I'm just like, okay. So they was texting. Tay had responded, and he was like, yeah, or we could all stay at my house. I'm cool with either one. I have a king size bed and a couch. So Tay was all down for paying for the room, y'all. He was all down for it. Please remember this, because this is going to be a huge factor, because turns out bitch said we was broke and we ain't never had money to pay for nothing. So just remember what the screenshot is on the screen. So she responds, she said, ooh, I forgot you got your own house. Is it ooh? But anyway, she said she forgot you got your own house. We can pay you instead to stay with you if that's fine, because my boyfriend kids. She said, I'm gonna buy me an air mattress. And then Tay responded, yeah, totally, or really don't gotta even pay me. Y'all could just stay, put money together for like get more liquor or any shit we might want to do, you know. And then she responded, okay, fine with me, thank you. So, like I said, I was never next to my phone. So, later that day, I had called Koala, and she had just caught me up or whatever. And then as time progressed on, the plans changed, y'all. Like, the reason why the plans changed was because we was all in a group FaceTime call. I think Koala had called, and we all picked up. And she was basically saying, like, she's going home, like she's going to stay at her house, and she feel like because it's a lot of us and her house is, I don't know what she said. She said something. Her house is something. I don't remember, y'all. But anyways, basically the gist of the story was she wanted us to stay at her house. Like, all the girls stay at her house, so it would be me, her, and Kia, and then Jordan and Tay could stay together at their house. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. We had agreed to that. So normally we're college students, so normally when we say, okay, we're going home for the holidays, we normally mean we're going back home, like back home. Turns out we wasn't going to Koala house, but she said we was going to her house. So we all thought, we was all thinking, everybody that was supposed to stay at Koala house, including, well, not including Jordan, but Jordan was in the equation, because at first we were supposed to be all staying there together, and then it got to the point where it was going to be too much people at her house. So it was just like, we got to split it up. So it would make sense for all the girls to stay there, and then all the guys would be at Tay house. We all thought that we were staying at Koala's parents' house. Like, we thought that, I don't know why, because she said her house, I don't know why, but like, we just thought that. Like, we just thought, okay, we're going to Koala house. Like, we ain't think nothing of it. We ain't think too deep into it, and we ain't So on this FaceTime call, we had all decided that it made sense for her to leave at 5. This is the time that Koala came up with. This is the time that she said she wanted to leave out, because like I said, she was dropping off Sunny, and she was picking up Jordan, and Tay was already in the city, so he was just gonna meet us there, like meet us at wherever we was gonna be doing that night. So it made sense. Like, it made sense. We was all down for the get down. We was gonna go, we was gonna turn up, we got a plan, so we got a trip. So that was the plan, y'all. So before we left out, like I said, in the car, we was leaving from the city that we're in now. So in the car is going to be Sunny, me, Kia, and Koala. So like I said, we was all supposed to meet up with Koala at 5 o'clock. So we was going to drive to Koala house. We was going to park our cars there, and then we was going to get in Koala's car, pretty much. So I arrived at 5:01. Koala was calling me. I didn't pick up because, like I said, I'm here. I told her I was here. I told her I was coming. I told her I was going to be on time, and I was on time. I arrived at 5:01. That was on time because it took me 1 minute to pull up into your complex. Let's be fucking for real here. So when I pulled up, Kia had just pulled up too, so I didn't feel too bad because I was just like, bitch, none of us was really ready. Let's be fucking for real here. The only person that was ready was you. So First of all, when we got there, she didn't have shit in her trunk. Everything that was in her trunk was shoes, and she was supposed to take it out her trunk. So we had to help her take her shit out her trunk and put it in her house to put our shit in her trunk, which cost us more time because like you wasn't ready like you said you were. But anyway, so we put all our shit in the car. When I got in the car, I had a feeling that I didn't want to go no more. But it wasn't because of them. It was just because I feel the energy coming off from Koala, and I don't know, because her and Kia was arguing about something. I'm just like, we haven't even left yet and y'all fucking arguing. So it was just like, and then me and Sunny had just got done arguing. So it was just like, man, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't want to be in this. So I'm looking at Sunny, and Sunny could tell like something wrong with me, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling this trip. Like, I'm not feeling it. And then I had already had a funny feeling because I don't know where I'm going. Like, Albany, and I keep hearing sex trafficking, and I keep hearing all this bad stuff about the city, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going with people that I trust. I mean, Tay very much so was the only person I really trusted for real. And this showed me a lot, and this showed me why I should only trust fucking Tay, because yeah, let's be fucking for real here. Okay, so we all packed the trunk, we got in the car, and then we drove off. So before we left town, she needed gas, so we stopped at a gas station, and at the gas station, me and Sunny realized we left something in our car. The type of person I am, I like to travel with stuff that I know I need, so I don't have to depend on other people. So that means if I gotta travel with my Lysol, if I gotta travel with my toilet paper, my paper towel, I will, because that's just how I was raised. You see what the shirt say? If I have Caribbean people watching me, you already know why I'm the way I am. Like, so it's just like, I travel with stuff that I need, and the stuff that was in the car I needed. And I was like, hey Koala, can we go back to my car, because I really left something in there. And it was just like this, that, and the third. And she was just, she wasn't giving me an attitude, but she was very much so giving me an attitude. So she was just like, Cece, do we really have to go back? Like, we can't just get it when we go in there. And like I was saying to her, and this is how I really felt, I'm not finna wait till we get to the city to get what I need, and then when we get there, it might not be guaranteed because it might conflict with your planning. I'm not finna do that. We're already in the city. You're not that far from the house. You're like 5 minutes out. Just turn back around. Like, I said it, I'm not saying I said it just like that, but I put it in the simplest terms, and I said it just like that. And I was just like, and then at the end, I realized that it was really pissing her off. So I was just like, if you don't want to turn back around, you don't got to. It's your car. That's exactly what I said to her. Because, like I said, you don't have to turn back around. It's fine. Like, it's cool. Like, at that point, I had already made it up in my mind that this girl is not going to take me back. And I'm just going to shut the fuck up and forget whatever is in my car. And I had already forgot about it. And she turned back around. I was just like, okay. Like, she turned back around. I got the stuff from my car. And then now we're heading on our way. So around this time, it's like a good 5:15, bruh. It's a good 5:15, and we're 3 hours away from Albany. So that means we're going to reach at 8:15. So she starts speeding. Like, we haven't even left the hometown yet. Like, the town that we're in, we have not left the city. Like, we haven't left the city yet. And she's just speeding, and it got to the point where she almost ran into this woman. And she just swore that the woman swung out in front of her, and that's why she's gonna slam into the woman back. No, let's be real. The reason why it's gonna slam into the woman back is because you couldn't drive, you can't speed, and you had a late ass reaction time. Because I was watching her. One thing about me, I'ma always watch somebody, even when you're 55. I'ma watch you drive, because you never know. Like, what you might not see, I might see. So yeah, I'm gonna watch you drive, like, regardless. That's just how I was raised. Like, I'm sorry about it. Like I told y'all, we were supposed to reach at 8:15, and we already know she's gonna knock the time down by the way she's speeding. So it's just like, we were supposed to reach at 8:15, and we had a dinner. Well, I don't even think it was a reservation. Okay, I have a question. Comment down below. Do you have to reserve for hibachi? Because I ain't never heard of that. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that because I know one that you got a reserve for. I know one. I'm thinking of one in Miami right now. So I take that one back. I was gonna ask, do you know any hibachi you got a reserve? But you do. You most definitely do. I take that one back. But you can still comment down below. I don't care. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm fine. Like I ain't gonna hate y'all for it. Y'all can tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. She starts driving recklessly, and I was already feeling anxious because, like I said, I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the energy from Koala because she just started nitpicking with Kia. Like Kia didn't even do shit, and she was just down Kia's fucking throat, and you could just see it on Kia's face. Like she's just like, why this bitch starting with me? Like you fucking tripping, like you buggy. So Kia just shut up because at that point she was just like, ain't nothing I could do. Ain't nothing I could do because you're gonna keep talking. You're gonna keep talking, so let me just shut the fuck up. And that's what she did. So she started speeding, she started driving recklessly, and this starts increasing my anxiety. Like it's just like, you done almost got into an accident. You finna get into another one. Like, and she ain't never drove like this. And if she did, I would never get in the car with her because, like I said, the way she was driving, nobody should ever drive like that. Like, she couldn't speed. She was swerving out of lanes. She almost hit somebody. Like, people finna hit her because she's cutting people off. So, my anxiety is going through the roof. And I decided to call my mom because now I'm finna tell my mama about how, your daughter's dumb as hell right now because you done raised her right, but she made a dumbass decision. I know you always told me not to go nowhere if I don't feel like I should go, but I done went. And I'm just telling my mama, like, I have a bad feeling. And when I was telling my mama this, I didn't mean like between like the people in the car. That's not what I was meaning. I was meaning that I was going to a city in an unknown, and Sunny finna leave me, so I don't really have nobody I really trust, and the person I really trust is already in the city, and now I'm in the car with, like, y'all see where I'm going with this. So I did trust them, but now it's getting to the point where Koala's driving recklessly. Like, what if Sunny get out this car and while we're there, before we even get to Tay, she gets in an accident? Then what? What am I gonna do? Yeah, I got money, but what am I gonna tell my people? Like, be for real. So I just listened to my mom, like, you got my location. Like, if anything happens to me, just check your phone, keep tabs. Like, I'm telling my mama, like, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone. Like, I'm leaving Friday. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to be back Sunday. Like, keep your phone near you. Check your phone. And I wasn't telling her this because I thought something was going to happen between us on the trip. I'm just talking about for safety precautions because, like I said, I'm going to a fucking unknown area. Let's be fucking for real. But I guess Koala took it as, well, no, how can she take it like that? Because the response she said, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what she said, bruh. So while I'm in the back on the phone talking to my mom, she decides to butt in and was just like, Cece, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you, girl. You're gonna be safe. Like, I don't want nobody playing with my safety, so I want to play with yours. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my mom. So I'm talking to my mom, and my mom is just like, well, Simone. My mom is just like, well, Simone, if you know something isn't right, then don't go. And I'm just like, well, I'm already doing it. I'm just like, I can't turn back now. So it was just like, okay, just make sure you keep your phone near you. Like, thanks. So I hung up because it was getting to the point where she done already butted into my conversation notes. So that means you're listening to me. And even if you're listening to me, that's fine. I don't care. My mouth is meant to talk and your ears is meant to listen. So I don't care that she was listening to me. What I cared about was while I was on the phone with my mom, you decided to butt in to tell me something that I was telling my mom. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my mother. Okay, so now it gets to the point where we're in the city. We dropped Sunny off, and now we're picking Jordan up. When we going to pick Jordan up, Jordan wasn't answering her phone. So Koala gets to spazzing. Like, she just gets to spazzing. She was just like, man, if he don't answer the phone by the time I get to his house, I am pulling off because I don't even know if he got money for real. He told me that he didn't even get his check. And I'm just like, girl, you was going in and you telling him all his business. And this is why friend groups, like, no, bruh, like, no, you cannot tell me otherwise. She just goes telling his business. I'm just in the back. I got my AirPods in, but like I said, y'all, I don't know if I'm the only person who do this, but sometimes I put my AirPods in and act like I'm listening to music. In real time, I'm listening to you. Like, I will have music playing sometimes so you can hear it, but no, bitch, I'm listening to you. And sometimes I don't even have music playing at all. So I'm listening, and they think I'm back there listening to music because, like I said, I'm looking up and you can hear the music playing and I can hear everything y'all saying, but the music sounds loud as hell, so they think it's blasting, but it's not blasting. So Kia is like, so why are you going to pick him up then if you know he don't got money? And she was just like, because I want him to come, like, I want him to come, like, but you just told us that you didn't have money, but you want to bring your friend that don't got money. But I don't believe that he didn't have money because, like I said, Jordan said, like we all said, we was all getting paid this weekend. It was either a refund or it was either a check. Either way, we was getting paid. We eventually go pick Jordan up, and now we're on the way to Albany. So at this point, we're like an hour and 30 minutes away from Albany. So on the way to Albany, she almost gets stopped 3 times, y'all. I am finna tell you the 3 times this girl almost got stopped because of the way she was driving. Okay, wait, I have to rewind. So let me rewind before the bitch gets stopped. Like, before the bitch thought she was gonna get stopped. So when Jordan get in the car, we start driving. Like I told you, we are an hour and 30 minutes out. Everything's fine and dandy, and we're just listening to music. We catching up, we chilling, like, because like I said, Jordan don't live in the city that we live in no more. He live in a different city that Sunny got dropped off in. So we just catching up, we vibing, we jamming, we talking about what we're gonna be doing this weekend. We're gonna be talking about how lit we gonna be. We gonna, like, this, that, and the third. So I'm just gonna put this out there. Before I went on a trip, okay, I was 20. Like, now I'm 21, y'all. I'm in there now. But when I went on a trip, I was 20. So the parties that she wanted to do, I think she was turning 22. Because first of all, the bitch lied to me when she met me. She told me she was 23, but turns out she was 21 and she was turning 22. So what happened was, I was supposed to be designated driver because, like I said, I'm 20. They was trying to get me in the club. You already know, if you're underage and you're trying to get into a club, they're gonna charge you out the ass. If it's 30, it's probably gonna be 50. Like, be fucking for real. And I wasn't trying to do all that. I was just like, it's your birthday, I want you to get fucked up. You told me that you wanted to get fucked up. That's the mission. I understand the mission. If you want me to drive, I'll drive. And she was the one who brought up the driving to me. Like, she was just like, well, Cece, I already know that half the stuff that we're gonna be doing, you probably not gonna be able to do because you're not 21. So if you want to be DD, you can. And I was just like, okay, and I'm cool with that because, like I said, I was going for her. Everything that I was doing was for her and, well, for me too, because I wanted to get out the house and I wanted a new scenery. But anyways, if she would have never told me she was going somewhere, I would have never went. Like, so if I didn't know about this, I would have never went. So just remember that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how the 3 times she almost got pulled over. Okay, so the first time she got pulled over was like, it was a highway, you know, the highway, and then you getting off the highway to exit, and then there's a stop sign at the exit. So the cop was right there, bro. You could see the fucking cop. So the cop was right behind the stop sign. Like, it was, okay, so this is the stop sign. My hand is the stop sign. The cop right here. So this is her pulling up to the stop sign. The cop right here, y'all. This is her pulling up. And the stop sign, I guess, is invisible to this girl because she didn't even stop. Like, she yielded and then she was finna go. So Kia was like, bitch, you did not stop. Like, you need to stop this car. Like, the cop is right there. And this is how Kia is acting because Kia didn't want no smoke. So she was just like, bitch, you gotta stop this car because the cop is right there. And you're not finna get me in trouble. You finna stop this car. So Koala stops the car, y'all. She literally stops the car and then turns to Kia and was like, chill. I stopped the car the first time. So I'm just like, so why did you stop again if you knew you stopped? And I'm looking, okay, I'm not saying nothing because remember, y'all, I got my headphones in now because after a minute of vibing and talking, we all shut the fuck up and started listening to music. And the music selection that she was listening to, I didn't want to listen to. So I put my AirPods in, and like I said, I was doing the same shit that I was doing earlier, listening but not listening for real. So I'm looking at the cop, me and her looking at each other, bitch. We looking. And I'm just like, cop was ready. She was ready. Like she looked like if she really didn't stop the car, man, looked like she was gonna be with the smoke. She was gonna pull up, pull us over, and give us a ticket and send us on our way. Okay, and I guess that didn't scare her enough because another incident, I don't know if she got paranoid or what happened, but I think it was after this. Like, I think it was 5 minutes after this. So we at the stop sign, and after she stopped, she turned. So on that street, we was driving for like a good minute, and then we got to another stop sign, and at this stop sign, it was a 4-way stop sign. So on the up-hand side, okay, so you know a 4-way stop sign got this going that way and then this going that way. So we on this side. We're not on this side. So we're on this side. So this is our stop sign and this is the other stop sign. So a cop is coming to this stop sign, but we already stopped. So after the cop stopped, she pulls off. And then the cop pulls off. Because how I know was I was looking. Like, I'ma always look. I'm an observer. So I'm looking and I'm just like, okay. And then Koala starts freaking out, talking about, no, the reason how we knew she was freaking out was because she stopped the car. That's why. She stopped the fucking car and she starts freaking out, talking about, I think he's coming to pull me over. I think he's coming to pull me over. And we all just freaking out because we know who the he is, but we just trying to figure out what the fuck you talking about, bitch. So she keeps saying, Kia, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Who was he? The police? And why did you stop the car? Nobody's behind you. And I look out the back. I was talking about, ain't nobody behind her, y'all. Nobody is behind this girl, and she stopped the car like she got pulled over. And we're just, okay, at this point, we're spazzing because if he really was turning back around, bitch, you're caught. You are caught. So we're yelling at her and we're telling her to drive. And then Kia start yelling it because where she had stopped, there was like a ramp to get on the highway. So Kia start yelling at her and it's like, bitch, turn on the highway. And we just like, drive, because she still wasn't moving, bro. She wasn't moving. Like, she really stopped. Like, we will stop for a good minute. I'm not even exaggerating. So she eventually drove the car and then she got mad and was like, y'all telling me to drive, but if he would have turned back around and pulled me over, I would have had to stop anyway. And I'm just like thinking in my head like, bitch, you didn't get stopped, so why did you stop? The third time she almost got stopped was when we was actually getting into Albany. I think we was in Albany. So Kia was voicing to Koala because like I said, she was still speeding, y'all. She was still driving reckless. She was still doing all this because I guess she was trying to beat the time. But you can't beat time, baby girl. You might beat it by some minutes, but you ain't gonna beat it for real, because time is always going to add. Like, That's gonna be my thumbnail. I got my thumbnail, bruh. Kia started voicing to Koala like, you've been speeding this whole time and you done almost got pulled over twice. Well, the first time you almost did get pulled over. The second time you thought you was getting pulled over, but you wasn't getting pulled over. The third time shouldn't even have been a third time. So Kia's voicing to Koala like, you should just go on the highway. Like, you keep driving on these back roads. These where these cops be. They be on the back roads. Drive on the highway so you can speed. Koala got an attitude and was just like, I drive on this highway all the time. Don't no cops be back here. I know what I'm doing. And she was on the phone with her man at this time. So she was just like, hubby, don't I drive on this highway all the time? Have you ever seen me get pulled over? And he on the phone, he on the car phone, and he like, nah. And I'm just like, he was like, no, you don't never get pulled over, because he was an older man. So he was like, no, you don't never get pulled over. You drive on that highway all the time, sweetie. And I'm just like, ew. Yeah. But anyway, it's like, I don't know if God was trying to show her something, but it was just like the Lord was on our side this day. So we was on a two-lane highway. There's a median on this side that separates the two highways. So there's a highway over here, there's a highway over there for the opposite side to come down, and then we're going up, and then the median. So the cop, we couldn't see the cop, because remind you, it's nighttime now. Like, it's like around 8 o'clock, like 8 o'clock. It's around 8 o'clock, so it's already nighttime. So we couldn't see the cop, and the cop was on the median facing this way, where the way we going, y'all. So when Kia's like voicing her opinion about her speeding, like, and Koala over here trying to shut her down, I'm watching, and before Koala passes the cop, like, this is the cop and this is us, like, we all the way back here. So before, like Kia back here bitching, and Koala back here like trying to defend herself, and the cop right here. So as soon as they like get to fussing, the cop flashes his lights, but he wasn't flashing his lights at us. He was flashing his lights to let the people know that just passed that he's right there. Like, they sped past him. Like, the car that was in front of us had sped past him, and the cop had flashed his lights to let him know, like, chill, like, cut your speed, but I'm not gonna pull you type shit, but cut your speed. So when I see the lights, oh, I lost it, y'all. I start going in, and I said, you need to cut your fucking speed, because you said that you speed on this road all the time, but obviously you don't know what you're talking about, because it's not the same day, it's not the same day and time. Obviously that cop is right there and you didn't know, and if you would have sped past him, you would have got pulled over, and then you would have been looking like Boo Boo the fool. And I would have been in the back laughing, because I'd been knocked out, y'all. I would have acted like I'm asleep. Like, I don't know these people. I'm just over carpool. Cause be for real. When that happened, we was like 15 minutes away from the place. So we pulled up to the place, and well, before we pulled up, before the cop even did the light shit, y'all, we was like 30 minutes out, and we had called Tay. Cause reminds you, I said Tay had already lived in the city, because he used to live in the city we used to live in, but he moved. So he was already in Albany, so we just called him, let him know that we're 30 minutes out and we finna go to the restaurant, and you need to be there. Well, she's telling him, you need to be there when I get there. So he's just like, okay, bitch, I'm going to be there when you get there, and I'll see you. And that was the end of the conversation. So what had happened was, we had got there, and her man had came to the door, and I'm not gonna knock, like, cause she had already told me that her man was an older man. Like, her man could be my daddy age, and my dad is like in his 60s. So I wasn't knocking her man, cause she had already told us beforehand. And I don't knock sis, cause if he give you money and he keeping you fed and he doing everything that he need to do, keep him. Because these little young boys, they just wanna. And I ain't with all that. She had told us about him, but when he came to the car mirror, he was already bitching about something. Like, they was arguing, and I was just like, Kia and Koala was just arguing. I just got done arguing with Sunny. Now you and your man arguing. Like, that's too many energies. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but energies can transfer. And if you are around negative energy all the time, that could make your energy shift. And mine wasn't the one who shifted, because like I said, I mind my business. I give a fuck, Glaze, this, that, and the third. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Okay, I'ma tell it. I forgot, I left something out, but I'm going to say it when I get to that part, but that's gonna be in part 2. Anyway, so we're at the restaurant now, and it gets to the point where her man is at the car window arguing with her, and I guess she steps out the car, and then we all step out the car, and now it got to the point where he's just staring at me. And when I say he's staring at me like he wanted me. Like, I'm talking about, he was looking like I looked at like some rare bitch he never seen before. Like, he was looking like he wanted me, and he looked like he wanted to take me. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. But I didn't pay it no mind, because like I said, that's your man, and I'm not going to be nowhere near him besides right now. So I thought. But anyway, Tay wasn't there at the time. Tay, when she got there and realized Tay wasn't there, because now we're inside and now we're finna get seated, and it was a party of, it's Koala, her man, Kia, Jordan, Tay, me. It was a party of 7. I am so dumb. It was a party of 6. I said 7 with the confidence, bro. So it was a party of 6, and she was just calling him like, hey, you're not here, so do you want me to save you a seat or not? So she eventually saved a seat for him. And when we went to go get seated, the seating, how it was Tay was supposed to be right here, and then it was me, and then, you know, we eating hibachi, so the grill is like this, and then on the other side it's another couple, and then on this side it starts with her man, and then it's Koala, and then it's Kia, and then it's Jordan. So Jordan is next to me, so the table is making a U shape, so you could already know. So it's 4 on this side, 2 on each side. So I was already, I wouldn't say I was excluded, but I was divided. Like, that at that time I knew I was divided. So because the way the seating arrangement was supposed to go, I think Koala was supposed to sit beside me. I was already excluded. I felt excluded because I was very much so was. We get to ordering our drinks or whatever. So I didn't know the drink that I ordered was alcoholic, because I thought they would ID me for the alcoholic drink, but my drink was alcoholic, and I didn't want to drink alcohol with my food. I don't do that. So I had gave it away. I think Kia, Jordan, and Koala had shared it, but Koala had already got a drink. Like, she was already kind of tipsy, she was messed up, and then I think Kia was messed up too. They was all drinking, they was all messed up. Like, the stuff that was in the liquor, it was strong as shit, so it was getting them fucked up fast. And I could see that her man was getting irritated with the way she was acting, because every 5 minutes or so he will be whispering in her ear. When it got time to ordering our food, Tay still wasn't there. Wait, no, I lied. When it got time, okay, so when Tay came, that was a problem for her man too. Like, he was upset that he was late. So that was a problem for her man too. So after everything gets settled and Tay get his drink and the chef come out to make the food, Jordan had told the chef prior that he's allergic to seafood, and you cannot mix the same grease with the food because he's allergic. So the chef made the food, and he still made the food, and he didn't separate it, and he didn't do anything, and Jordan couldn't eat it because he's allergic. So he told the chef again, and the chef was like, oh, my bad, I forgot. So the chef went back to well, he went to the back and remade it. And the man, the boyfriend bitched about that too, because he was just like, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, why is he so grumpy? And okay, so when it got to the time to eat our food, he didn't touch his food at all. And the whole time that Koala was trying to talk to him, he was talking to the couple that was sitting on the other side of us. Like, because you remember it's 2 sides, so I'm facing it. I'm in front of a couple. So he's talking to the couple, and he's not talking to Koala. And the reason why I'm stating all of this is because I feel like this is where it started. I feel like this is where her aggression and anger for her friends came out, because I feel like when this was happening, I feel like she felt like he was ignoring her because she was so-called late. He was ignoring her because of how her friends were acting, because like I said, he kept whispering her in her ear, and I guess because she couldn't control what her friends was doing, because I'm observing, I'm just eating my food, I'm a innocent bystander. So I'm just observing, and it's just like, your man is not it. I can see with her, it's like you keep complaining, this, that, and the third. So she's getting fed up. So now we're all done eating. He still haven't touched his food. So she ordered him a to-go box. So before we left, he went to go to the bathroom, and that's when she started telling us like he didn't touch his food at all, y'all. And I feel some type of way because I came late. Like, we was late, this, that, and the third. And that's when, this is where it started, y'all. This is where everything started. She kept saying that we was late, and the reason why her boyfriend didn't touch her food was because he don't eat when it's late. Like, he don't eat past 8. And I'm just like, so why the fuck you made a dinner reservation for him? Why the fuck did you make a dinner reservation for 9? If you knew your man didn't eat out late, like, what? So that's where it started. It get to the point where she was starting to blame us. So I'm gonna end the video right there, y'all. I'm gonna just tell y'all what part 2 is about. Part 2 is really where it gets into where I almost got left stranded. Like, she left me at Tay's house. Y'all don't even want to know how I ended up at Tay's house. Like, she left me at Tay's house. Tay's house was in the middle of nowhere, bruh. I didn't have no service. I couldn't call an Uber. She left me there for hours without food. I was there for 8 hours without food. And the night before, this was the next day, the night before, she basically tried to kick us out her house. Her man kicked us out his house. Remember, she said we was going to her house. But anyways, that's too much information. You're just gonna have to watch the second part to find out. But if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, we're going to become a family. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And make sure you check out my other videos, because this is not the last time y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. I'll see you in part 2.